What's up, guys? It's Prodigal Son back, and I really didn't have any intentions on making this video, but I thought it'd be interesting to look into something. And Trump did this speech today. It was broadcasted on TV. It was on Netflix. I saw the tail end of it, and I didn't even see what it was about, so I went back to look it up. And I guess, sorry, I was having a moment with my phone. So I guess what happened is he told, this will show you. Okay, so Drudge Report. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Drudge Report, but that's where I go if I want to check out just regular news coverage, nothing specific, nothing religious. And at the top here, it shows, the more important things that have been happening. So all this is going to be about him telling them not to live here in the USA, right? Well, this Ocasio-Cortez is got to be one of the worst parasites in the government right now. Now, my views on the government and Trump and our political system, that's neither here nor there. That's a whole different can of worms that I'm not getting into right now. So let's just forget about our stance on politics and just look at the comments or the the news headlines. So he's telling this Ocasio-Cortez, basically, if you don't like it, get out. Go back to where your family's from, and it's probably not a good country. That's why they came here. And there's a lot of fighting going on. And personally, in my view, politics are just like WWE, where they act like they hate each other, and then when they're backstage, it's all a big joke because it's all just a scam. It's a play. It's not real. It's fake. And I think that's what our politics is. So when I see a lot of this stuff, I don't get involved. I don't worry about it. But one thing I do know is that this Ocasio-Cortez, and I don't know who else the other three were that he told not to come back, but these people, okay, if you don't think that the transgender, the gender fluidity, where these 5-year-olds are being told they get to pick what gender they are, and nobody's saying or doing anything about it, and because nobody is saying anything about it, it's just continuing and getting worse and worse and worse. And that goes down every political view that we have, or religious view for that matter, because mine go hand in hand. They're like the same. If I have a religious view, that's how my politics would follow it. So these people, the Biden, the Democrats, these super left hardcore Democrats, they're more like progressives, I guess they're called, but they don't believe in democracy as we know it and capitalism as we know it. See, they want to tell you that everything's going to be free healthcare, free college, free this, free that. You get an allowance and of money, and everybody's happy, and it works so much better than democracy and capitalism. Well, if that was true, USA wouldn't have been the number one superpower in the world since the beginning. I mean, we've basically been in charge since we got our crap together as a nation, and we have been ever since. And a lot of that's due to democracy and capitalism. You see Russia and you see all these Muslim countries that are ruled with an iron fist. I mean, there's no, like China, you're not allowed to be a Christian. You don't get to pick your religion. There is no religion. They don't, well, you can be, I think, like a Hindu or anything, but nothing that deals with the real Jesus Christ. they have to hide it, and that's the way it is in a lot of countries, and that's the way it will be here. See, guys, like, this stuff is important in some ways. Like, yeah, maybe I don't believe in everything, but listen, if we don't fight back and at least attempt to do what we can, like voting and whatnot and speaking our minds, these people will take these agendas as far as they can go. Let's take a look at this. Let's just see what pops up. New gender. We'll just type in new gender. How about that? Let's see what pops up. Oh, gender reveal party supplies. So you can have your 5-year-old celebrate this disgustingness. This, it literally is wrenching my stomach to sit here and talk about it. Oh, wow, look. 63 new genders, like a box of frickin' crayons. Do you see the absurdity in this, guys? Do you see the absurdity in this? Do you, like, this is why I am saying, like, whether I like Trump or not, he's telling these people that we're not going to stand up for this crap anymore. And so sorry that we don't accept it. And that's what it is. They say, oh, be a liberal. What's a liberal? You liberate yourself. You free yourself. You're a liberated soul. Well, liberate from what? What do you have to liberate from? I don't understand. Like, people make it sound like Christianity is a jail sentence, a prison sentence. It's not. It's the best gift. It's a lottery that follows you when you die. I don't know how else to explain it. It's the best thing. It's the only thing that ever happened to me that was good. And, I mean, like, my father, you can tell that we are all connected through Christ. My parents, Harley, my daughter, like, we all have a connection through Christ. So when I say it's the best thing, it's because Christ gave me all these best things. If it was up to Satan, we'd have 83, 63, 81, whatever genders, and it's a joke. Come on, guys. There's only 2 genders. And I don't mean to get off on a rant here, but we've been watching Supernatural, and I watch TV for more like a research type thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm still entertained. I still enjoy it. But could I live without it? Most certainly. And do I see through the crap that they try to fool us with? Completely. And I point this stuff out to Harley and other people so they can point it out and they can show their family and friends. And that's what this whole thing's about, guys. It's about sharing information so that we're all on the same page. And then when you go in front of Christ, he's not going to, you can't say, like, well, I didn't know. Nobody told me. I was unaware. No, that's not going to fly. Especially in this time and age. Our kids are under attack. And Trump is saying, this is where we'll get into what I believe Trump is or isn't. And again, I'm not going to get into a whole thing about it, but he is telling these people that he doesn't agree with their ideas and he's not putting up with the crap he doesn't believe in. And if they don't like it, they don't have to be here. Just like anybody else. We didn't like it when Obama was here, but did we get all upset and cause big commotions? And I mean, I can't even cover that topic right now. But he's just standing up for what he believes is right, in my opinion. Maybe this is a political sham. It's a big joke. It's just something to fool us so that we don't see what's really going on. Like possibly moving troops into the Mediterranean and or whatever, like serious stuff, or what's going on in the sky. So I support Trump, whether he's doing it for the right reasons or not. I support Trump on this. I agree with what he is saying. Now, do I agree on how he says it? I don't know, because I didn't go back and watch. I really don't care about the details. specifically. I know the idea of what's going on. So, just like Trump has made his choice to stand up for what he believes is right, we'll just go with that. So, it's time for you guys to start standing up for what you believe is right. Because we're at a time in history where you don't have that option. I mean, you do have that option if you want it, but that means everything will be decided for you. Just like YouTube and Google and Twitter and whatever else they own and are in charge of. They are in control of all the information. And they're telling you what information you should have. They don't say you can have all the information and make your own decision. They say, no. We'll make the decisions for you. You just sit back, keep eating potato chips, watching Ben Roethlisberger's throwing touchdowns. Don't worry about what we're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. And in the end, you can trust us that we'll have all the right stuff out there for you, and you don't have to worry about it. Your kids, you don't have to teach them anything anymore, because the world will run as it should. We'll make those decisions. You just keep buying cell phones and laptops and, crap like that. I don't mean to sound derogatory or like I'm putting you guys down. I'm trying to make you aware, or make you see how unaware you may be, or how aware you are, how much more you need to grow. I'm still growing. I do this daily. But I started doing this when 9/11 happened. I woke up that day. I never even got on the computer other than to get into a chat room and, talk to females or whatever, nothing important. And then 9/11 happened. And that woke me up, and that saved my soul. Because if it wasn't for 9/11, I probably wouldn't have come back to Christ. I can't say that, but there's a good chance. So, anyway, you guys, you got to start standing up for what you believe in, because there's coming a time where, like I said, you're really not going to have that choice. And the Bible says that Satan, they will technically win. He will get his last 7 years on earth. So, I don't know how it's going to go down, but obviously most of this stuff will happen eventually. But that doesn't mean that it has to happen now. And it doesn't mean that your kids have to go through it now. If we start standing up and saying what we believe in, this stuff won't happen as quickly and as easily. If somebody was coming to kill you and your family or rob you, would you just sit back and let them do it and watch? Or would you at least make it hard for them and attempt to do something that's right? There's no difference. That is exactly the same thing that I am talking about right now. Your children mainly. But we are all under attack. It comes from Satan. But it comes in very, very different places. And that's the whole point. If he doesn't get you on this one, he'll get you on the other 10 that you haven't been watching. Just like if this is a scam from Trump, just so that we don't really see what's going on. Because, guys, the point of all this is the reason you need to stand up now. Because there is so much going on behind the scenes. So much is going on behind the scenes. I can't even keep up with it all to report it all for you guys to know. So just trust me when I tell you. Like, you know how Google says trust them with all the information? Well, I'm asking you to trust me with this information. And like, I give you the information to judge for yourself. So it's not like you don't have an option, but you're running out of time to decide which option you're going to take. That's why we wear our armor of God daily. Because when Satan tries to get us, we defend ourselves with the armor. So then we're not caught off guard on attack. And we can step back, get in a defensive position, and decide how to handle the fight. So when I'm watching TV and all that crap's coming in, I can defend myself. I'm not caught off guard. This is all important, guys. But the reason I'm not caught off guard is because I have my armor on. But then, once I'm not caught off guard, I can clearly think and defend myself in any way that Satan tries to attack us. So that's why this is also important, because otherwise you're going to blink and it's going to be over. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You don't have to do this. But you do need to inform yourself and your loved ones. Let them know what's happening in the world that's coming isn't going to go well for Christians. Satan has to have a counterfeit for everything God created. Transgender, GMOs, the fake sky. I hear of a fake sun. That's a whole nother topic. I still can't wrap my mind around it yet, but we can cover that in another day. So guys, if you need any information, you want to learn more, hit me up. I'll point you in every direction you want to go. Sorry that I got off. I quit looking at this because I got so involved with what I was saying to you guys. And like, the last thing I'm going to say, because I know this video has been going on for a little bit now. The last thing I'm going to say is that on TV, they have, like on Supernatural, like I was saying, they have it to where they make it sound like you have a choice. If you don't like sorry, I couldn't tell my thing was still recording. Like that Supernatural, they are in the end of the world. You know, it's the end days right now. And he's saying about, well, I don't want to go to hell, but God's nowhere to be found, so I'm just going to stay on earth and choose my family. There is no third option, guys. There is no third option. We don't have that. You either pick Satan or you pick God. That's the whole point of the mark of the beast. Once you take the chip in your hand, you have pledged your allegiance to Satan. Once you take the mark of the beast, that chip or whatever it is that they want to put in our bodies when the time comes, it will actually become part of your body, part of your DNA. You can't cut it out. You can't remove it. You can't change your mind. There is no, I know this is scary and I know you guys don't want to hear it. And I don't want to be the guy that tells you, but it is. I am. You won't have a choice, and neither will you or your kids or your family. So, you need to decide. So when the time comes, you're not caught off guard. I will not take that chip. There is no possible way I would ever let a government, let alone Satan, put anything into my body, whether Satan was involved or not. So, you need to decide, guys. Decide what side you're going to be on. I'm not talking Democrat or Republican. I'm talking about Jesus or Satan, because there's no middle ground. It says in the Bible that if you are lukewarm, I will spew you out of my mouth, and I will be done with this in a second, as soon as I show you. What does the Bible say about being lukewarm? As you can see, there are tons and tons of things about Christians trying to be in the middle. So, you see what I typed in. If you want to look it up for yourselves, go for it. And you guys need to tell me if you want to try to do church on Facebook or not. I'm willing to do it, and I don't know, we'll figure out how to do it when the time comes, but if you guys want to be involved, I will make sure I'm off work on a specific day, and we will have church at a specific day and a specific time every single week. So tell me what you guys think you want to do, and we'll do it. If not, I'll just keep making videos. Send your prayer requests to countryandharley@gmail.com. countryandharley@gmail.com. I will pray for anything and I will not tell a single soul. I will never show anyone anything. That is between you, me, and God. Keep praying for me and I'll keep praying for you. I'm out.